Welcome to this comprehensive tutorial on zero-knowledge proofs, or ZKPs for short. In this video, we will dive deep into the fascinating world of cryptography and explore how ZKPs work, their real-world applications, and we will even implement a simple ZKP in Java. So, what exactly is a zero-knowledge proof? Essentially, it's a cryptographic method that allows one party to prove to another that they know a value without revealing the value itself. Think of it as proving a secret without giving it away. The concept of zero-knowledge proofs was introduced in 1985 by Shafi Goldwasser, Silvio Macaulay, and Charles Rakoff, who later received the Turing Award for their groundbreaking work in this area. ZKPs enable secure communications and are fundamental to various protocols in blockchain technology. Let's break down the core components of a ZKP. There are three main properties: completeness, soundness, and zero-knowledge. Completeness means if the statement is true and both parties follow the protocol, the verifier is convinced that the prover knows the value. Soundness implies that if the statement is false, no cheating prover can convince the verifier. Finally, zero-knowledge ensures that no extra information is revealed to the verifier other than the fact that the statement is true. An excellent way to understand zero-knowledge proofs is through a classic example called the Alibaba Cave. Imagine a cave shaped like a circle with two paths leading to a door that opens with a secret code. The prover knows the code, while the verifier wants to confirm they know it without learning the code itself. If the prover walks into the cave, they can choose either path. Once the verifier calls "come out," the prover can open the door if they know the secret code. However, if they do not know the code, they could only open the door half the time. Thus, the verifier can keep repeating this test to gain confidence without learning the actual code. Now that we understand the theory behind zero-knowledge proofs, let's dive into our Java implementation. We'll create a simple ZKP using the Fiat-Shamir heuristic, a popular method to create non-interactive ZKPs. First, we need to create a Java class called zero-knowledge proof. We will define the necessary variables such as the secret and modulus, then implement our main method, which will orchestrate our proof process. In this example, the secret is 7 and the modulus is 11. These numbers are just for demonstration purposes. In a real-world scenario, you'll want to generate larger primes for security. Now, let's implement the prove knowledge method. Let's go through this step by step. In the prove knowledge method, we first generate a random integer, r, to represent the prover's random input. Then, we compute the commitment as the square of r, modulo modulus. This commitment will be sent to the verifier. Next, we simulate a challenge from the verifier, which can either be 0 or 1. Depending on the challenge, the prover computes the response using a simple conditional statement. If the challenge is 0, the response is equal to r. If it is 1, the response is computed using the secret. Finally, we need to implement the verification step in the verify proof method, where the verifier checks whether the response is valid based on the commitment and challenge. In the verify proof method, we compute whether the response given by the prover matches the initial commitment based on the challenge. If the verifier's calculation matches the commitment, we can confidently say the prover knows the secret. Now let's run our program to see how it all works together. After running the code, the console output will show us the commitment, the challenge, the response, and whether the proof has been verified successfully. As you can see, the concepts of zero-knowledge proofs can be implemented quite simply in Java. However, keep in mind that this example is for educational purposes and lacks many advanced security features you would find in a production-level cryptographic implementation. In summary, we learned about zero-knowledge proofs, their properties, and their significance in cryptography. Then, we took a hands-on approach to implement a basic version of ZKP using Java, demonstrating the interaction between a prover and a verifier without sharing a secret. I hope you found this video tutorial informative and that it helped you gain a better understanding of zero-knowledge proofs. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into programming and cryptographic concepts. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and help you out if you need any clarification on the concepts discussed today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Until then, happy coding!